Here at Rouge Beach, people are savoring the last days of summer, but access to parking at this hidden gem has long been a problem, one that's causing residents to say, "Beach, please."
This is Rouge Beach. And this is the parking lot at Rouge Beach. Instead of fun in the sun, people are spending their time driving in circles looking for somewhere to park their car. On weekends, residents say parking gets so busy that cars spill over into the surrounding neighborhood.
When you look at a map of Toronto and you look over at the east end of Scarborough, it's huge, but there's only two access points, really, two good access points to Lake Ontario where there's a beach.
This is Glenn DeBreermaker. For 15 years, he was a city councillor for Scarborough Centre. Glenn's no stranger to parking access issues. Several years ago, he dealt with the same problem at Scarborough's only other beach in Bluffers Park.
I think Bluffers Park and the Rouge Park are actually very similar. They have spectacular, beautiful beaches that everybody wants to get to and very little access.
The lack of available parking spaces has become a safety issue for nearby residents. Christine Gauthier has lived here for 4 years. She says she's watched the problem get worse over time, especially since the pandemic.
The streets, as you can see, are very narrow. There are no sidewalks, and people would park on both sides of the street, and so pedestrians would end up walking in the middle of the street. So clearly dangerous situation.
This map shows the location of 3 possible solutions suggested by community members. They include shuttling people in from the Rouge Hill GO Station parking lot, converting the grassy boulevard along Lawrence Avenue East into parking, and constructing a tunnel under the train tracks at the entrance of the park to save people the long trip up and down the hill to Rouge Beach. Instead, cars park all over the neighboring residential streets. To complicate things even more, Parks Canada is planning to construct a 2-kilometer boardwalk trail as part of its Rouge Beach Improvements project. Some residents, like Christine, say it'll bring more traffic to the already overflowing parking lots.
I think the community is feeling nervous about proceeding with such a big project in the absence of a solution.
But this isn't just an issue of limited accessibility and safety concerns. For Glenn, this is a community that's looking for investment from the city.
When we invest in our city, we have to invest in all the city. And if you go to downtown Toronto, you can get to the beach. You can get to the waterfront. And why would anyone come to Scarborough when you can't get access to the beauty that's here?
The Green Line is a new hyper-local outlet here in Toronto that investigates the way we live to help young and other underserved Torontonians survive and thrive in a rapidly changing city. Visit us at thegreenline.to or follow us at thegreenline.to.